Salute, salute, salute. What's going on with you? Lola Montana, salute. What up, Cuba?
Shit, not much, man. How was your day, man?
I can't complain, bro. I cannot complain. It's
I
been
had one
good for
of
me, bro.
I had one of those up and down days.
Yeah. Why was wrong?
Just everything just went wrong today. Everything went wrong. My car got smashed up. I got into a little accident. Just crazy day today. It's just one of those days. Let's see who's up in the head. Not sure
I'm
too.
sorry to hear that, bro.
As long as I'm good, that's all that matters, man. Fuck a vehicle. Fuck everything else.
That's a
Always
fact.
replace that. Let me see.
What's going on? Where Empress ass at?
I don't know.
You don't know? Fuck it.
New Jersey, New York, Lock, New Jersey, New York, Lock,
Okay.
What's going on, Empress?
What's up, bro?
Same shit. What's
Everybody
going on, Cuba, man? Y'all ready for this show tonight, man?
definitely. Everybody good?
I'm good. I'm good. I had a swell day today. We did a bloom release for my brother. Rest in peace, Grasshopper, aka Maurice Patterson. He passed away last year today.
He
You know
was
what I'm
older.
saying?
Was he older
Yeah, it
than
was
you?
my oldest brother. It was my oldest brother.
Know your oldest brother?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry to
Very
hear
well
that one
known
more
dude
time, man.
around the hood. You know what I'm saying? Good dude. And it was all good vibes today. I can't say nobody was really sad. You know what I'm saying? People came out and enjoyed themselves. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I was on the phone with a couple of you guys. You heard the music in the background blasting. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a decent start to my day. I'm hoping to finish off even better. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
how did that make you feel with the balloon release? After the balloon release, how did that make you feel?
Oh, I
Being
was good. I was good. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I did all my crying last year. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You know what I'm saying? I choose to celebrate now instead of, you know what I'm saying, cry.
right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I was good. I ain't having no harsh feelings. You know what I'm saying? My family pulled up on me. So,
Hmm.
it was a good thing.
That's right.
How about you, Empress? How was your day?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty. And the reason why I asked you that is because I've lost two of my brothers too. I got three brothers. I only got one living. I lost two brothers and one sister. My mother had five kids, so now it's just me and my brother left.
Yo, you know, I lost 2 sisters and 1 brother, so that's crazy.
Wow. Yep. So it's
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah. So when that's
Seven
why
God salute.
salute, Seven God, peace, King. That's
Peace,
why,
King.
right? That's why I asked you how you felt. You know.
Cuba. Seven God says salute.
Salute, salute, Seven God. Yeah, man. It's
Word
just
up.
Yeah, that's why I
those
asked you
days.
about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad because death becomes numbing. Once it
Mhm.
becomes numbing, that's a sad thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when it becomes normal, when it becomes something you get used to, it's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah.
You know what's the sad part about that sometimes? That it takes family to gather up for somebody to die or something
Oh
tragic to
yeah,
happen.
that's
That's
a
the
fact.
sad thing about it. Everybody makes excuses. Oh, I can't make it. I can't do this. But when somebody dies, I understand they show up, but it's not the same thing. It's just like
That's a
that's the
fact.
sad thing.
That's a fact.
Well,
You get to see a lot of your family members. You get to see after the during the funeral after somebody dies. You know what
right.
I'm saying? You know, the ones that's down south, they fly up, or if dad is down south, y'all go down south. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And everybody love until the funeral over. Then you go back home and you don't speak to each other for another 5, 6 years,
You don't hear-
depending on
Another
how
death
that
with
runs in
somebody
your
else.
family. Right.
That's the
Right.
truth, bro. Real.
Word up. It's sad.
That's
I
not. That's
guess I want people to get in here so I can run the intro so everybody can see it. But,
Yeah, let's just kill a little bit of time here, see who pulls up.
yeah, we got a good topic tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to know whether do women push their kids' fathers out of their kids' lives?
that's a good topic.
It's just a question that I want to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting no blame on nobody. It seems like it's something that we need to talk about.
It is.
Lola said my sister's death pulled my family back together last year.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's a fact.
Good thing.
That's a fact.
Yeah. That's
Seven guys said sorry for your loss. That's respectable. 7.
mhm.
But yeah, man. Some of them do. Lucky I got the best baby moms ever. Salute to your baby moms, dog.
Definitely salute
Baby moms.
Oh, that's
to the good my baby moms out there.
right. Well, you
Right.
right. You said that. You said that right, Seven God. He said, "I'm lucky." That's right. But you can't find too many of them. That's you know.
Especially in these days now.
Yeah. That put all emotions aside. Just think about, you know.
Word. Yeah, 7 got I got a new intro for my shit. Thanks to my homie grandson did this for me. I think I like it. I think it's fire. Tell me what you think.
New
7.
Jersey. New York. Rock.
Okay. Okay, I see that.
Word up. Salute to everybody that just came in the building. 7 God, I appreciate that. 7. You feel me? 7 God said, get my son whenever I want. I don't have to give her money. She buy, I buy. That's a fact. That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be.
Word up. I guess we can start. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask for too much. Hit that like button if you in there, and if you ain't a subscriber, I need something like 7, 8 more subscribers to hit 100. I appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, bro. I humbly appreciate it.
Salute 0502.
Salute.
True salute, sis.
Word up.
Knock my whole shit down.
True up in the building. Mr. Eastwick up in the building.
King of New Jersey.
Yeah, King of New Jersey, BTBTV.
In New Jersey, pull up, yo.
That's the NJNY connection right there. You heard?
Bully the Bully TV.
We a family over here. Yeah,
That's
man.
my
I want
son,
the
Jersey
whole
J. I don't know what Jersey J. He's probably over there by Wendy's.
He on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Hopefully he pull up sooner or later. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, behind McDonald's or Waffle Place or whatever the hell he's talking about.
On Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah.
Nah, he was out here. But I think he on his way back to the. He should be home by now. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he pull up. Hopefully he got the notification. He hit the notification bell and he get it when I do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's my son.
Yeah,
you
7
can have him.
He funny as hell.
Seven God could have his ass.
He definitely is a personality, 7.
Shit.
But it's 8 in the building, man. I guess we can start this. I ain't got no no following like them big platforms, so I can start with 8. The question was, do women push their kids' fathers out of their children's lives? I mean, I need y'all to engage in this conversation in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
What
So
you
we can
got?
have get different opinions other than me, Cuba, and Empress. And please, before Empress start blacking the hell out.
Right, because I will. I know personally.
Man, y'all women's a trife. Let me just start it off like that. Y'all women's a trife. That's it.
Be certain
So Lola said no.
certain females, not all. Certain, not all.
And we talking about we talking about the ones that do, I guess, or is it just niggas just deadbeats and they looking for the first sign to get about the door? They're looking for it.
No.
What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up,
What
blood? What up, gangsters?
That's a fact.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on,
Yo,
boom?
I just yo, hold up. I just came on to see my beautiful black queen tonight. How you doing,
That's
boo?
a fact.
How you doing, baby?
I'm trying to come see you. I'm kind of like a
Yeah,
party.
You full of fucking compliments.
I don't.
Huh?
I don't see no wheels on
You
I-95.
full of compliments.
Huh? What you say?
Don't wheels.
I said you full of compliments tonight. You heard me.
Yeah, I'm full of compliments. Yo, I got a compliment for you too, bro. On Father's Day, I'm gonna buy you them 2 front teeth, nigga.
And I appreciate that. Buy 3 because I
Yo,
need one on the side too.
me and Cuba go half.
That's what's up.
Hey, ladies, we have
Boston losing again. I'll be sleeping
I can't, yo.
in the street.
Father's
I hope
Day.
you ain't bet your life away on this one.
Hey, Cuba,
Thanks
What
for-
up?
you heard me? I said on Father's Day, me and you go to half
There she go.
or Black to the P
We got
2
Mecca in
front
the
teeth.
building. We got King of New Jersey up in the building. We got Cuba up in the building. We got Empress Cat in the building.
The queen is in the building. That's what I'm talking about.
This like
Peace,
almost
everybody.
2/3 of
America.
the unit.
Peace, queen.
This is a G unit.
Hey.
Let's go. Hey.
I like that. So what's up, yo? Can I get your opinion, Born? Can I get a serious opinion from you?
Yo, oh what? What's up?
Do women push their kids' fathers out of their children's lives?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something about 65% of the time, hell yeah.
So you think it's a lot? It's a majority of them do?
Yeah, hell yeah. Majority of them do because most of the time, either the man was cheating and got caught out there and fucked up and she jealous and mad, or either she was cheating and the man left her and she mad because he left her. So he always
or maybe she was just aggravating and sounding nagging or
yeah. You
Right.
look, I'm gonna keep real with you right now, bro. I had you that rice and I used Jersey J butter. That shit got me high as hell, bro.
He on that butter, yo, Black. He on that butter love right now. He on that butter love.
I see, Mecca.
Yo, y'all niggas know. I drink, right? I don't smoke weed. I don't do that shit. But yo, that butter. Look at my eyes, bro.
I see. Hold on, let me let everybody else see. Let me let everybody else see.
Eyes right here. The eyes.
Let me let everybody else see.
Dog. Yo,
you high as hell, huh, Qua?
I can't even keep my eyes open. I can hear y'all niggas. I
Hey,
don't
Mecca,
smoke weed.
Mecca, he sent you some of that butter too?
Nah, I ain't getting none of that butter love.
Oh,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yo, Mecca said she get on the butter love. Give me that butter love.
Nah, she ain't get no butter love.
Yo.
Hey, Mecca, what you think, Mecca? You think women push their kids' fathers out
Yo,
of their
man.
kids' lives?
Yo, give me at the camera, bro. What you doing, man? I'm naked.
Oh my God. Let me switch that up real quick. Nobody want to see BTV ass.
Yes, you do. This you don't want to see, but the girls want to see it.
Don't. Yeah, Mecca,
The girls
tell me, what's your opinion, Mecca?
Okay, what's the question?
The question is, do women push their kids' fathers out of their children's lives?
My opinion is a real man ain't gonna let the mother push him out of their kid life. He's gonna do whatever he has to do to spend time with his child. So I'm not going to put the blame on the mother or the father. It's the same way it took two of them to create that union and that baby. It took two of them to create whatever problem that was going on. Like it is women out here that use kids against the father, and then it's also fathers out here that don't take care of their kids.
Right.
That's both ways. But a real grown adult person, male or female, can't nobody push them out of the way.
Facts.
Of taking care of nothing that they created in life.
That's a fact.
Nope.
Salute, Infinite Mecca.
The same way a person can't stop you when you want to go buy them Jordans.
right.
Hey. It's how ugly. Hold on. Let me say something real quick. I'm going to say something real quick. It depends on how ugly the kid is, because I do got favorites. The ugly kid don't really get nothing from me.
You know what?
You just a fucked up individual. That's all.
I'm joking, yo. I'm joking. All my kids are fine, yo. I'm joking, yo. I like to.
See, that's that butter love. See, that's that butter love.
That butter love.
Once y'all see Jersey J.
That's he's hooked on that shit now.
Yo, I still got like 20 more pieces of that shit.
And then most of the time, right? Most of the time when the mother is using the kid or pushing the father away, she still has feelings. There's still feelings involved. And then a lot of the time they still having sex.
Yeah. I know I smashed a lot of my exes.
So that
every now and then.
That factor in. That's why I say each person is held accountable and nobody's thinking about the kid. Because in the
Right.
long run, the child is the one that's going to suffer. So when everybody put their own whatever it is to the side and function for the kids, then nothing will come in between that.
Yeah,
Right.
most of my kids are grown. Most of my
So
kids
you
are
agree
grown now
that some
anyway.
women push? So you saying some women push their kids' father out of the kids' lives, and some niggas just deadbeats?
Yeah.
Right. And then some fathers as well as some mamas don't even need the kid is better off without them.
Yeah.
Without the father or the mother.
Either
Either
or.
whichever parent.
So you
Well, every
just saying
parent fucked up.
sometimes there's a good parent and sometimes there's a fucked up parent, and the child is better off without the fucked up parent.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes.
So basically, if the father's a fucked up father, then the child better off without him in the life anyway.
No, I can't listen. What I'm saying is this, right? My
That
dad
Empress
was a
Cat.
good listen. My
Empress
dad
Cat.
was a good dad.
Looking good, girl.
Okay.
Looking good.
But when he became an alcoholic, I know
Okay,
that I would have been better off not seeing that.
Right,
Me personally.
right.
So if the mother or the father,
That's
whoever the parent
Mecca.
is,
Seven God.
Oh,
That's Mecca.
yeah, that's
so if the mother or the father, right?
Yo,
Whoever.
hold on one second. Let me ask a question. One question, y'all. Seven guy, what's today's mathematics, son?
Okay. Peace to the queen up there. I forgot her name. Yeah, that's magnificent Mecca.
I
You got
got
infinite Mecca inside the chat.
Yo,
There you go.
seven
Peace,
guy,
Mecca.
what's today's
Seven God said
mathematics?
peace.
Seven God.
Seven guy, what's today's mathematics, son?
But Gad, Anthony, why he waiting for Seven God to answer that question? Gad, Mecca, you can finish up.
Right. So sometime, right? Like, okay, let's say if the mother, like we have a lot of kids in foster care, right? Right. So that
Right.
means that you have fathers that could have went and got those kids,
Right.
but chose not to.
Right.
That's
I
a
hear you.
conscious decision,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right.
Right. So then you have mothers who are the cause of why the kid is in foster care, right? So if that mother was abusive, or it depends on the situation. See, every situation is not the same, so you can't group everything as one.
right.
Because it depends on the situation that child was in, whether it's the mother or the father. You see, sometimes having the father there or the mother can influence the kid. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. My mother has custody of one of my nieces. She's 13 now, right? So every time one of the parents got involved, or they promised they were coming over, or they promised I'm gonna get you this, and they didn't do it, she act out in school, which in turn made my mother have to constantly go to the school for a straight A student because she's frustrated and she's upset because her parents lied to her.
Right.
You see? And in my opinion, like I said to my mother, if you didn't have them around her in the first place, they couldn't have lied to her.
That's right.
They couldn't have upset her. They couldn't have messed up her grades. They couldn't have her reacting in a certain way.
Right.
So
who was this? Your sister?
so we have
Your
to.
sister or your brother?
It's my brother. He passed away, but but at the time when she got custody, he was alive. But her mother can never get custody of any kid. But
Right.
my brother could have.
Right.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So what
Don't
I'm
understand.
saying is, it depends on the situation,
Right.
the individual, and what actually took place. Whether the kid is better off without the mother or the father.
Right.
Right. Yeah. No, I
But
agree with
yeah,
that. See, I had a child that's in foster care now, and the reason I couldn't get him back because it was just so much distance in between us. You know what I'm saying? And when I was trying to get my way out there, I just could never get out there. And I tried to get the courts to bring him to New Jersey, so that way I could get him. I filed paperwork and everything, and his mother stopped it. His mother stopped me from getting him, and then she lost him because she ain't do what she had to do to get him. You know what I'm saying?
But see, so that happens. That's why I'm saying, like, when we having these kind of discussions, right? We have to look at the overall.
Right.
You understand? We can't just group one section. Like, yes, there is women that use their kids against the father, and that's only because they still have feelings for the father.
Right.
Because if they didn't still have feelings for the father, he can go his way, they can go their way, and they can co-parent in a peaceful way.
Right.
That's a fact.
So if what the parents need to learn is this: if it's X means X, it's X for a reason. So if you going back and y'all still being intimate with each other, then old feelings and emotions is starting to surface, and now you got a headache.
Yep.
So now she blaming you blaming her, and the kid is not being nurtured properly.
Right. Right.
Because now they saying the mother saying the father ain't this, the father saying it's the mother fault, but the kid don't care about none of that. He just want to spend time with his. Huh?
And it's actually.
I was just saluting Fatty out here in the building.
Honest. It's actually confusing the kid.
Yeah, like when me and my kid's father separated, and they will tell you this, I never said nothing negative about their father to them.
Right.
Because one day they was going to grow up to be grown men, and he had to explain whatever it was that needed to be explained.
I respect that.
I didn't have to do that.
That's right.
So I never said nothing negative because I didn't want to become the bad parent. And then later on, they grow up. He got his side. It's three sides to the story: his version, my version, and then the truth.
Right.
So I didn't want to have to answer questions from stuff that happened in the past. And plus, we were young.
Right.
So of course we made mistakes. Of course we did dumb things. By the time I was 19, I had 2 kids, a year and 3 months apart. So I had to learn stuff. I made mistakes. But what I never did, even when he got married, I never argued with his wife, his fiance, his girlfriend. If they wanted the kids, they can have them. Never did that. Because in the long run, it hinders the kid growth. Because now you put the child in a position to have to pick a side. And the kid should never have to pick a side between his parents, ever.
Yeah.
And whether he paying child support or not, the kid don't care. He just want to spend time with his father.
Right.
Or he want to spend time with whoever the absent parent is.
And that's what it's about. It's not about the money, it's about time.
See, once you make a baby, your happiness don't matter.
Right.
Most parents, when they go through that nonsense, like I said, they still got feelings for each other. And that's why they still arguing over what? Unnecessary things. What do you mean? Oh, my kid can't go to your house because you got a woman, but you got a man. But your kid can be around this man, but the kid can't be around the woman.
Right.
That never made sense to me.
Yeah.
So now guess who suffers? Guess who suffers because the kid can't see the father because a woman exists.
The child suffers. Yeah.
Exactly. At the end of the day, the bottom line is you're supposed to do what's best for your child.
Right.
That's a fact. I just know a lot of women, right? Like they do a lot of like selfish shit. You know what I'm
Sneaky
saying?
shit.
Like, right. Like I know this girl, like her baby father used to always come to the house. At first, she was letting them play with the kids, but soon as she got a boyfriend, like she won't let him come to the house to get his child no more. She was saying, "I'm not bringing them to you." Then she would take pictures of her and her boyfriend with the child and post them on Facebook. Like do a lot of shit, and like I actually caught this man crying one day. Like, bro, like I don't know what to do. Like I don't got nothing against old dude because I know it ain't his fault, but she putting them in between me and my kids, and she letting them take pictures with my kids, and shit, like, it broke him, bro. It broke to the point where he was like, "Man, fuck her and that baby." Sorry to say that, but that's how he felt.
Well, see.
Women
That's
like
my
that
point.
get killed.
See, a real father,
And that's wrong on his part.
the real father, if anybody who think that's cool, it's not.
Right.
Because you don't allow nobody.
Right.
Yo, it is people out here riding and dying for their homeboy, but you won't ride and die for your kid.
Right.
That makes no sense to me. What you just said he did, how you gonna say F what you brought into this world because you feel like the mother went, all you gotta do is take your ass down to the courthouse and get visitation rights.
Simple
That's
as that.
it.
The simple
Right,
as that.
but I'm gonna keep it 100 with her. He had like he was already like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't have no good name. What he kept telling me is that when he went up to the courts, you know what I'm saying, they said they gonna put him on child support. He couldn't really afford the child support, but he still wanted to spend time with the child and buy the child what he could afford to buy the child. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to burn
Do
me
he
for
smoke? Let me ask you this: do he smoke weed?
Nah,
Do
this
he
dude
drink?
right here. Nah, this was a good dude. He was a good dude. He fell on hard times. His mom had passed away. They used the money, to bury her. The insurance money, she only had enough to bury her. He really didn't get no money about the deal. You know what I'm saying? Times were hard. His girl left him. When she left him, like I said at first,
Times is
I
hard.
guess.
Times is hard for single parents all the time.
All the
Well,
time.
I know. I know.
Right.
I'm a
So
single parent to
Because
LaBelle.
what you're telling me is a crutch.
right.
See,
It's one
that's an excuse on why I can't take care of what I created in life. And to me, there's no excuse on why a person, mother or father, cannot take care of what they created in life. In the same way, I don't have no respect for a mother who created life and don't take care of their kid is the same way I don't have respect for the father. I'm equal opportunity. You ain't shit. Okay?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I kind of understood where he was coming from myself because you know what I'm
No,
saying.
I understand, but it's still an excuse on why you can't take care of your child because she took a picture.
Nah, it
I
wasn't
just
that.
think
Like he said, he was doing shit. He was doing shit out of his pocket. But what he was saying was that because she was asking for so much in child support, he couldn't afford the sustain living. You know what I'm saying? And he said why he had the child, he would do shit for the child. He had clothes for the child at his house, had a bike for the little boy at his house and everything. But it's just that once she got a boyfriend,
look. He had the bike and he had all of that. All of that is material items.
I'm
That's
listening.
material.
Right.
Time, once again, time
But
from
that's
the
what I'm saying,
essence
Queen. She
sound is
stopped
what
him
the
from
kid
spending
wants.
time. Once she got a new boyfriend, she stopped him from spending time with the child. She kept saying stuff like, "You can't come to my house, my boyfriend here." And she said, "I'm not bringing the baby all the way over there to you. You have to try to find somebody to come get the baby, but you can't come get the baby." And she know that the boy mother had just passed away. She knew the boy ain't had shit. She was making it hard for him. Maybe like you said, maybe she still had feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe she wanted him to show the initiative where he would find a way to come and get his son.
He was doing everything. He was trying to come get the baby. She said, "You can't come here."
But they could have met at another place. See,
She wasn't trying. That's what I'm saying, Queen. She wasn't trying to do none of that.
But
she
that's
was saying,
his version.
You got to find somebody else to get the baby. Knowing
but
that
that's what he telling you, right? Did you talk to her? Have you spoken to her?
That's right.
Yeah, I know both of them. I know both of them.
Telling
I tried to solve. Matter of fact, I think I might have solved that situation because he just recently posted a picture of him and his child. But
Okay,
yeah,
so let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. How was you able to solve a situation that was his?
Because I basically I spoke to her, like, me and her was real cool, and I told her, like, yo, you know, you really being a bitch, yo. Like, that boy love his child. You know what I mean? She's like, nah, it ain't that ain't why I don't let him see him.
And don't you think that's what he should have been saying to her?
What?
What you just said, you said to her. Don't you think?
I told you the boy was confessing how much he loved his child to the girl. She didn't want to hear that shit. Her new boyfriend was in her ear, and that's what that's what she was whispering on. Her new boyfriend was in her ear. That's what it came down to. You know what I'm saying? And then when I told her, like, this boy love his baby, I guess, like, I still didn't know what happened. But like I said, he recently posted a picture on Facebook with him and his child. So hopefully everything is all good now. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, she was being a bitch. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No. She might have been being that. I'm not saying that. I'm just see me. I look at things from all angles.
Right.
You know, I don't side with nobody unless I have both sides of the story. I need both sides because whoever's telling the story, they the victim.
Right.
The other person is the bad guy.
Right.
And it's always more to it. It always dig deeper than the surface.
Exactly.
Right.
See, because I got friends that I hear how they talk about their kid's father, and I know it's other than that. Because I see it with my own eyes.
Right.
She definitely pushed him out. But not. I only like he said he wasn't mad at the dude. He said,
no, he walked out. No. She did not push him out. He walked out because he said F her and that effing baby. So
that's not what happened, Queen. That's not what happened. His mother died, right? His mother died. He was going through shit, you know, trying to get his mother buried. I told you that her insurance barely buried her. You know what I'm saying? He was going through shit. So at first, you know what I'm saying, she was letting him come see the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I said. And then once she got a new boyfriend, she stopped him from coming to see the baby. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't just walk away and like, oh, fuck you with his baby. His mother died. You know what I'm saying? He was going through financial hardship. He would do what he could for the baby. But once she got the boyfriend, then it was like, nah, fuck that. You can't come see the baby, and I ain't bringing him to you. You got to get somebody else to come get him. And he ain't have nobody else. He was calling me, asking me, could I go? I'm like, I'm not about to go there and get your child, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not about to do that. Like, you can go to, like, either go to the court. I told him, go to the courts. He's saying that the court's saying he would have to pay child support and he really don't have no money to pay child support and whatever. But like I said,
that's what
there's a lot of people that don't have money to pay child support.
That's he told
see, now that's what I'm going back to.
Yeah,
that's an excuse.
Yeah.
The excuse was I can't afford the child support.
That's what
that wasn't an excuse. That was a fact.
Child support could be range up to like $25 a month.
Yes, exactly.
So I mean,
he never even went to see. Because I know people that pay $25 a month.
Right.
Child support is according to your income.
No, let me correct you, right?
You can't give
child support your rear. If you only owe rears, they can charge you up to $25 a month, right? They can go as low as $25 a month on your rears. But an active case, it can go no lower than $78 a month. And now it's $129, and I know because
that is definitely not true.
Right.
They go child support. We're gonna go according to each state. Child support is according to your income, how much the person makes.
That's right.
And then however you make, the lower your income is, the lower that you're going to pay. So He didn't at that time. He didn't even have an income, so he probably would have had to pay $20 a month. I know for a fact he got $20.
Uh-huh. You got a Dutch and 2 dimes.
That's right. So this what I mean by when you make a baby, your happiness doesn't matter.
Nope.
So if you used to smoking weed, you shouldn't have made that baby. If you used to throwing your money up in the air at the strip club, then you shouldn't have made a baby because baby costs money for both parents.
I love my babies.
All right, now let me tell you what it says. It says $157 per week and up to $342 per week.
Is that your state? Because I said we got to go according to states. Because I know in North Carolina,
this is New Jersey. I can't talk about no other state. I'm talking about New Jersey.
Right.
So out here now, if you only owe a rare case, then they can charge you. They can go down as low as $10 a month. You know what I'm saying? $10 a month because I pay $10 a month for one of my cases, but.
Okay, so that's my point. You gonna say your homeboy ain't got $10?
But $10 a month, that's for arrears only.
Salute God the brand.
I don't. That's not an active pay.
Okay, so he's saying he ain't got $100 a month, $100 and something dollars. He don't have that, but I guarantee you,
a lot of people don't.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, right? But but that has nothing to do with the kid that you made. Your responsibility. See, it's your responsibility to take care of the life that you created.
You just said it ain't about the money, right? It's about spending time, right?
But you're responsible you're responsible for the nurturing of the life that you created. So that means if you got to give up Jordans, if you got to give up Levi's, if you got to give up your damn car, that's what you need to do for your child.
Yeah, in the eyes of the court, it's about the money.
Because that's what the odds, when you go to court, that is what they looking at. They going to look at walk in the court with some Jordans on your feet if you want to. Especially in North Carolina. Don't come in court with no Jordans, no Stacey Adams, no $100 tie, none of that, because they not trying to hear it. They feel like if you can buy all that name brand stuff, then you can take care of your kid.
Oh, that's a fact.
Why you in name brand when your kid is not?
They don't have to feel like that. That's a fact. If you can afford that name brand shit, you can afford to take care of your kid. God the brand, salute.
116.
You know how many single parents, male and female, that's out here where the father or the mother is going to school, and they might even be on welfare, or they got a little part-time job to take care of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's a whole lot of people out there. You know why they do that? Because they not making excuses on why they cannot take care of their kids.
But Queen, that's what I'm saying. This wasn't an excuse. The man was doing bad. He was doing bad. He just lost his mother. It's like, I don't know what karma he had that struck him, but it struck him. But he still was trying to be in the child's life. He still was trying to spend time and spend whatever little bit he could spend on the child. That's what I'm saying. This not a nigga that was like, fuck. At the end of the day, once she kept making it hard for him, he gave up. Yes, he gave up. Well, you know what I'm saying? But at the end, like I said, I just seen a recent picture with him and his child. So maybe I just thought he gave up because I stopped getting calls. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't the type of dude to walk away. He wasn't the type of dude to just walk away. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he was going through so much, losing a mother, and then this female that you once was with is taking you through so much. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. She took him for child support. So guess what? Like I say, in the eyes of the court, though, they don't care about what type of time you spend it. They want to care about that paper.
Right. That's why he could. That's why it wasn't her, because she didn't have him on child support. I guess the nigga she was with, whatever. She ain't have him on child support. But she said he couldn't see the child unless somebody else could come get the child, knowing that he didn't have nobody to come get the child.
He still could have went to court for visitation rights.
Wait, So hold on. So
And
what
they
you,
asked him he would have to pay child support.
so what you
I'm
so
telling you
what?
what the court told him.
So what? You gotta pay for your own child.
who
So
said child
what?
support? Hold on. Who said child
He
support?
didn't have the money, Mecca.
But who brought up the child support though?
I don't know how they work in Jersey,
course.
but out here in New York, if you can't afford that,
The
they'll
court.
help you find a job.
So who filed the petition for the child support? Is what I'm asking.
No,
The mother.
Listen,
Exactly.
listen. She didn't file a petition. They told him when he went to court, you can open it. You can fight for visitation rights, but you need to be paying child support. You have to be paying
Right.
child support. You're not gonna win in the court if you're not paying child support. Basically telling him he don't have no rights unless he's paying child support.
Okay.
If
So
he's paying child support, then he got the right to see the child, to visit the child, blah, blah, blah. This is what he's telling me. So he's saying,
Right, exactly. Just what you just now said. That is what he's telling you.
yeah, but I'm
Doesn't make
telling
it
you, I
true.
know her too. I know both sides of the story. And I'm telling you, she's telling me
Okay,
I'm
well
making it
then
hard
tell
for
me
the
what
thing.
side of the story. You keep telling me his side of the story.
Hold
So
on.
since you know
I
both
told
sides
you,
of the story, tell me her
what
side.
she said. She
You
said,
hold on.
Kareem. My name is Kareem. So she said Kareem. She said the
You-
reason I be doing this shit to him is because I felt like he was disrespectful to me doing while we was in a relationship. She's like, I always waited to get him back. I always waited to pay him back. I told him I was gonna be the worst baby mother he ever had. That was her type of thinking.
How many baby mothers he got?
I don't know. I just know about her and one other girl.
So that would be two.
I ain't spoke to him in a minute. Yeah, I know about two. That's it.
uh,
And
read,
the other one, he good with the other one. Like, you know what I'm saying? See,
read
he
your
don't.
comment. Read your
Huh?
comment.
Read your comment.
You see,
I'm trying to keep conversation too.
Yeah, see, we
Yeah. So if she's on
Hey, one the
welfare,
boss, salute.
they're gonna put automatically put him on child support,
Right.
and that's a fact. Seven God.
Yeah.
You know why they're gonna automatically put him on child support?
that's a fact.
Because at the end of the day, he is.
She wasn't receiving assistance. 6'7", but go ahead.
No, we just saying. Because see, we only see when you're talking, you're only talking about his side.
Right, his side.
Okay, that's all you focusing on, his side. We're letting you know that because you don't know who that she the one who took it. So if she went and applied for social service, Medicaid, even if it was just Medicaid and or food stamps, they're
Right.
gonna automatically put him on child
That's
support.
a fact. That's a
That's
fact.
right.
That's hands down. That's hands down.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only
that's a
thing I
fact.
can tell him, if he can't afford, right, to get visitation right, because according to Jersey, he has to pay child support to have visitation right, and then he
to
can't
have any
afford
rights.
that, then he need to go get another job so he can
Well,
afford it.
like I said, I haven't spoken to him in a couple of months, like almost a year. But I seen he got a picture of him and his son up on Facebook. So salute
I
to
got
that.
brothers. Look,
Totally
I got
things got
brothers.
better.
I got a brother
Mm-hmm.
that got 7 kids.
Right.
He had women in different area codes, right? This was my favorite brother. If he was still here right now today, he will tell you that I had a problem with him
Right.
and how he had all those kids and how I had to stay in contact with my nieces and nephews so they can get to know their brothers and sisters so they don't wind up sleeping together. I had a problem with that.
Right.
Making babies and don't take care of them.
Right.
So it's some men out here who just don't take care of their kids.
Oh yeah. No, that's definitely not a question. We know it's some niggas out there that, like I said, I don't respect
to
niggas
me-
that get girlfriends and take care of their girlfriend's kid, but don't do shit for their own kids. Like
And
I
that's
know
a
there's
fact.
niggas out here that's like that.
Yeah.
I know there's niggas out here like that.
And
No,
see,
I
me,
was
I
just
don't
asking-
care. I don't care. That was my brother. And I would stay in his ass about that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
deadbeat niggas is deadbeat niggas. But I just want to know: do women push their kids' father out of their kids' life?
Yeah,
And
some
we
women,
some do,
wo-
some don't.
some women push men out and some men walk out freely.
That's a fact. That's
Because
a fact.
everything is a conscious decision. At the end of the day, she made the conscious decision to do whatever, and he made the conscious decision to allow her to push him away from his child.
Right.
Right.
But you will ride or die for your homie, though. You
Well,
will
that's
go
a
to jail for your homeboy. You will
That's a
kill
fact.
for your homeboy. You will do all of this extra shit for your homeboy, but you will not fight for the life that you created.
Yeah, that's gay as hell.
Zero
I,
tolerance and no excuses in my book. And I'm going to tell you why. I had 2 kids at 19. I was a single parent up until I got married. And both of my sons graduated from high school. They went to college. They 37 and 39. I'm not a grandmother. Both of them got good ass jobs and they productive citizens in society.
salute to you for that, Mecca. Let me play this intro real quick so everybody can get a chance to see it.
Okay.
New Jersey, New York,
Yeah,
Okay,
we back. Yeah,
definitely
that's
back here.
salute the grandson, man. I appreciate that, bro. I like the intro. It's a dope intro. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to the chat. God the brain. What up, God?
Yeah, salute to the chat, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I know there's some niggas that walk out of their children's life, and I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? I'm 44, taking care of 6-year-old kids, so there was no question in mind. You know, I would never walk out of none of my kids' life. I love them, and for the one that I wasn't able to, be part of his life, his whole life, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait for him to turn 18 because I'm still trying to get in contact with him. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard. But no, and my baby mother didn't push me out of his life. She moved out of the state and then she lost her kids. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just him. She lost all her kids. You know what I mean? And then it was damn near impossible for me to get him back because by the time I found out she lost him, they had told me, well, he could be in the system if he's in the system for longer than 8 to 12 months, he could be legally adopted. So they sent me paperwork, and then a month, 2 months later, they sent me more paperwork saying that a family he was in foster care.
You know what? That happened with one of my brothers that I was telling you about. That happened with one of his kids. My mother kept getting like these papers from like family court, but she would never open it because it belonged to my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother worked at the hospital, on the pediatric floor. So she said there was this baby in there that she said she couldn't understand why every time she came to work, she went to spend time with this particular baby. She said she couldn't figure it out. So finally, she opened one of the letters. But it was when she opened the letter and realized that she was actually spending time with her grandchild for 2 years.
What?
For 2 years. When my mother went to get her, she was already adopted.
What?
That's a fact. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
that was, she back in our life now, but that things like that happen when fathers, or the absent parent, whoever the absent parent is.
Yeah.
Right.
This is the outcome on how some of them kids wind up in foster care. Sometimes it's not all about where the child was abused, which is probably 80% of the reason. But you got your 20% child too that we got to focus on, where people who like they just keep making babies.
Yeah.
You know, like my niece mother has like 19 kids.
Wow. She got 19?
Yeah, she has like 19, and like none of them is together. Like she's even in the system as where she can't even come. If she have another baby, she can't bring it out the hospital.
What?
And this is where I'm talking about where like my brother could have stepped up.
Well, let me
Right.
tell you this,
Okay.
Renee. Listen to this, right?
My name
My
ain't
baby,
Renee on YouTube. I done told y'all that.
Right.
my bad, Mecca. My bad, Mecca. But let me tell you this, Mecca.
A little bit.
My baby mother called me one day, right? My baby mother called me one day and said, Kareem, I'm about to bring you your son because I don't want diapers to take it from me. So I said, all right. She brought me my son. I was raising my son. I put him in school. He was 5 years old, I think, 5 or 6. I was raising him, put him in school. Now her mother had legal custody of him in Pennsylvania. Her mother had let my baby mother, see the child, and my baby mother had took the child from Pennsylvania and brought him to New Jersey. Was living in North with him. So I guess the mother was coming to try to see my son, and she wouldn't let the mother see the son. The grandmother, she wouldn't let the grandmother see the son. So the grandmother called diapers on him. So when the grandmother called diapers on him, she called me like, "Come get. I'm gonna bring you your son, or you can come get your son because I don't want diapers to take him." But that would have must have been wherever she was living at wasn't livable. It wasn't, what I'm saying, whatever. So I went and got my son. I was raising him. I put him in school, bought him clothes. I would let the grandmother come see him because I was never the type to try to separate nobody from their family. You know what I'm saying? I'm your family, but that's your family too. So I would let her come see my son, but I would never let her take him because my baby mother used to always tell me like, my mother crazy, don't let her get him, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So one time my son had like 3 days off of school. So she said, well, could I take him back with me and I'll bring him back? And I had let her take him to the mall, take him to get ice cream, take him to get something to eat, during the time she had come to visit. So I was like, all right, I trust you. I let her take him to PA and she never brought him back. I haven't seen my son since then.
What?
And now Diapers gave me custody of him in New Jersey. But when she took him back to Pennsylvania, because she had legal custody in Pennsylvania and the laws was different because that's a Commonwealth state. They told me I would have to go to court to fight for him. So I'm filing paperwork to go fight for my son because I think he's being abused over there. I filed paperwork to go fight for my son, and she gives the son back to the baby mother. The baby mother then takes the son to New York. And this is where the kids got taken. All her kids got taken from her in New York. And she calls me like 7-8 months later, like, these people are gonna send you papers to see if you can get Jalil. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, they came and took Jalil and all the kids like 5 months ago. So I'm like, all right. So I received papers like a month or two after she said that. And then, like I said, once I received those papers stating that, once your kid is in the system for 8 to 12 months, they can be legally adopted. They sent me that paperwork. I filed the paperwork and sent it back.
Not without the paternal consent.
No. Once the state has control of your child for over 12 months, well, maybe not in New York, but in New Jersey, that's how it go, right? So, and I don't know why because that I got those papers from New York, because she was staying in New York. She was staying in.
See, this what you didn't understand about the law. You said you had custody of the kids where?
Well, Diapers gave me temporary custody of them when they was gonna. Because, like I said, she gave the child to me before Diapers could come get him.
No. Listen to what I'm asking. You had temporary custody in what state?
In New Jersey.
Right. So you had temporary custody and you had actual court documents, right?
I had documents from Diapers.
Okay. Did you have court documents?
We didn't have a court appearance yet. So
because technically by law, she shouldn't have been able to leave the state with those kids, and that's every state.
Now, I found out that now you're right about that. I found out that later, Mecca, that unless without my consent, I could afford for her to bring my child back to New Jersey.
So even if she went to Pennsylvania and they felt like she could have went to West Bubblefuck down South Shit Street,
Right.
no parent, when y'all going through custody stuff like that, CPS and stuff like that, neither one of the parents can leave the state
That's right.
with that child
No,
unless
that's a
the
fact.
court
That's a fact.
gives you permission.
That's a fact. That's a fact. They told me I would have to sign because that's how I got Lavelle. Because now I knew better and I fought, and that's how I end up with Lavelle. But my son Jalil, the one that I'm talking about that had got taken from me, I didn't know what I know now, right? Because if I knew what I knew now, then it wouldn't
Right,
happen.
because she kidnapped him. Technically,
Right.
by law,
Now
she
this is how her
kidnapped him.
mother.
Right.
This is how her mother. This is how the grandmother got custody because her and Aisha had an argument. So the grandmother got custody because Aisha had abandoned my son. She had left for like 2 weeks because her and her mother had a fight, and she left the baby there. And her mother went up to the courthouse and said she abandoned the baby, and that's how the mother got custody of him. So the mother had
Because in the court eyes, in the court eyes and wherever when the mother got custody of the baby, not only did the mother abandon the baby, so did you as well. Even though you had those court papers, you never enforced it.
Enforce what?
The court papers that you had saying you had temporary custody where she left the state with the kid, and by law she couldn't do that.
No, see, I think you missed it, right? What I said was when I got the custody from DIFAS, they gave me temporary custody, right? Stating that they wasn't going to take the child from me because they was going to take the child from the mother, but she gave me the child. You know what I mean? So if they would have took him from her, I guess I could have went and got him out of DIFAS, but she gave him to me first. So when they came, they seen that I was married, my kids, they looked at the house, see I had food. They allowed me to keep the child. They said, we're not going to no further investigate you. We're going to give you temporary custody of him. You have to go up to the courts and file the paperwork so you have permanent custody. I went up to the courts, filed the paperwork. But while we're waiting for a family court to give us a court date, the grandmother was coming back and forth to visit the child. And I wasn't going to, that's his grandmother. So I allowed her to come visit him. At first, she would come to the house, sit at the house with him. But then gradually, she'd be like, well, could I take him for ice cream or could I take him to get some clothes from the mall? I would let her take him and she would bring him back. But this one time she asked could she take him to Pennsylvania. So I was like, well, he off for 3 days of school. Go ahead, no problem. Plus, I needed a break, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, go ahead, you can take him. So she took him and she never brought him back. And then when I tried to file for kidnapping, they said because she has legal custody in Pennsylvania, that they couldn't pull her up on kidnapping charges.
But that is not true. That is not true.
Right, that's a lie.
Because y'all already had a CPS case going on.
Yep.
She was not allowed by law. By law, even if y'all don't have a CPS case, you cannot pick up and move a kid from one state to another state without discussing it with the other parent. Unless they not around and the court felt like you and the mother abandoned the kid.
And see,
like I'm saying, the grandmother already had custody previously before I got custody from DIFAS. The grandmother already had legal custody in Pennsylvania. The mother took the child from Pennsylvania and brought the child to New Jersey. So legally what you're saying is that she was never supposed to bring the child from Pennsylvania back to New Jersey because the mother had established the grandmother had established custody of the child when she said that the mother had abandoned the child in Pennsylvania. But the grandmother and the mother was playing games with the little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay.
Now it's going
when you got temporary custody, right?
Right. The grandmother already had legal custody.
So the grandmother already had legal custody
Right,
before.
in Pennsylvania because the
So
mother
then,
had abandoned him.
therefore, the mother of the kid was not supposed to remove that kid
Absolutely. There
from
you go.
Pennsylvania to
Now
Jersey
we on the
without.
same page, right? Because this was my fight. I told them when I said, look, the grandmother allowed the mother to leave the state when she wasn't never supposed. She already put the mother up on abandonment charges. Why would she give my son to the mother when she already said that the mother abandoned him when he was a baby? Because her mother raised my son from an infant to about 3, and then gave my son to her daughter, and then the daughter, you know what I'm saying, basically took him, brought him to Jersey, was living nasty or whatever. So the mother would come from Pennsylvania to see her grandson, but the mother wouldn't let him see the son. My baby mother wouldn't let her see my son. So therefore, she called DYFS. So when DYFS came, Aisha didn't let them in at first. You know what I'm saying? When they left, then she called me like, Kareem, come get your son because the state gonna come get him. You know what I'm saying? Once they look at my living conditions, they're gonna take the children. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got my son. So when I got back, you know what I'm saying, when I got my son, DYFS came to me because she had active DYFS case now. So they had to follow the child around. So once they came to me, they seen that my house was livable. I had a wife, I had other kids I was taking care of already. They said, all right, we're not gonna investigate you. We're not gonna keep the case open. We're gonna give you custody of him, but you gotta go to the court. I went to the courts, but like I said, while I was waiting for my family court date, you know what I'm saying? The grandmother came and kidnapped him. Basically, I feel like she kidnapped him, but Pennsylvania said because she has custody in Pennsylvania, have legal custody papers, that I couldn't come to Pennsylvania and take him out of the state. The laws is different.
Because my thing is that you the biological father, you should have had custody.
Right. I should have had custody.
Yeah.
But before I can get legal custody through the courts, she had kidnapped him back.
Yeah, if they came and checked and made sure everything was good on your end, you should have had custody. So I'm
gonna make sure I ain't miss nobody up in here. I want to salute to everybody. I appreciate the chat. Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe if you ain't subscribed. I'm almost to 100 subscribers. I'll be happy at 100. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody in the chat for rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Your opinions count. So, you know, if you want, you leave a comment, voice your opinion. You know what I mean? And hit that like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, man. Yeah, but yeah, I definitely agree with you saying, Mecca. And I guess it goes both ways. You got women that push men out away from their children, and you got men that just simply walk the fuck out the door. 6'7" said, my daughter's moms took her from me before she passed, and I had. And
what happened with your situation is the grandmother already had custody.
Right, that's a fact.
The grandmother already had legal documents, court documentation. So that's where your issue came in at.
Right. But they was playing games with my son, you know what I'm saying? Because the grandmother would hit me, text me, like, oh, somebody need to come get this retarded ass kid. He ruining my life. I can't have, my husband left me because of your son. And then when I got my son, she kidnapped him back and gave him right back to the mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. Like, it was a crazy situation.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's something you didn't do on your part, because like I said, if they came and they
ain't nothing. There is not. I did everything I was supposed to do, Queen. Every the judge, everybody said, yo, look, you did. We just can't go in Pennsylvania because it's a different state and she has legal custody over there. We can't just go take the child from her.
Doesn't matter. If DHR, you the biological father, you got more rights over than the grandparents. If they came and checked DHR came and checked your house, everything was straight. And you supposed automatically you supposed to have, once you got your family court date, unapproved.
That's not true. That's not true. Because the grandmother originally already had custody of the child. Period. The grandmother had custody of the child. The mother took the child from Pennsylvania, came to New Jersey, something happened where black, because either way, once they would have went through the system, they would have found out that the grandmother had custody of the baby in Pennsylvania.
Right.
Because
right.
the only reason why the grandmother got custody of the baby from Pennsylvania, because it looked like both parents abandoned the child.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
No,
said.
that's not how it looked. She lived with her mother in Pennsylvania.
That's
Her
what
and
I'm
her
saying.
mother had an argument,
I've
fight.
been through that, so I know. I've been through that.
Her and
so
her
I-
mother had an argument and fight. She left for 2 weeks. And then her mother went to the courthouse and said that she abandoned the baby. So we both couldn't abandon it to the courts. It didn't look like that. It looked like her and her mother were going back and forth at each other. And that's how it was. The mother kidnapped me, the baby from me, and then gave him right back to her, and she went to New York with the baby, knowing that her daughter ain't fit to be a mother. I think she was trying to get them kids taken away from her daughter.
Well, I mean, her daughter ain't gonna do
I mean,
it.
it's a sad situation either way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking
Yeah,
about-
it's a sad situation. Hold on. It's a sad situation. But at the end of the day, this is what everybody's overlooking. At the end of the day, the grandmother had legal.
custody.
She was
Yeah,
the
she had
legal
legal
guardian of the kid.
She did.
At the
She had
end of the
legal
day.
guardianship. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Don't
But
matter.
she wa-
We
yeah.
talking about the biological parent, though. We talking about
What,
the
what,
Yeah, it
what,
don't
see,
matter.
see,
That shit
listen,
don't
listen,
matter.
listen. It doesn't matter because the biological parent did not step up in enough time to stop the
Right.
grandmother from getting legal custody.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
say that's what it is then.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them.
Right.
Yeah,
What it is then.
yeah,
man,
because he didn't step up in enough time. They give you time. That's why I explained that my mother was getting
Well,
those letters, but she
well,
never
when he
opened
got
them.
taken from the state, when he got taken from the state, when he got taken from his mother in New York, I got notified. Like I said, it was already 5-6 months after he had already been inside the system.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I dropped the link for you, Compa, like twice.
Yeah, what you were saying, Matt? What you were saying before Pete cut it? What you were saying, Matt?
Right. Okay. The mother had legal custody in Pennsylvania, right?
Right.
And the reason why she got custody because they felt like the mother. I'm only going by what he said. Okay. Don't
Right.
cut me off. Let me land.
I got you.
So the grandmother had legal custody of that kid.
Right.
So technically, the grandmother is the legal guardian. No
Right.
decisions can be made without her permission. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, in order for him to get custody of his child with the CPS paper, he would have had to travel to Pennsylvania
Right.
and fight her in the Pennsylvania court because she already had legal guardian of the kid.
Right.
Now, what they said, Mecca. Now, what they said was that because the child was with the mother for the last 2 years, his real mother, and that the mother that they resided in New Jersey for that I could have brought the grandmother up on abandonment charges because she allowed the mother to have the son, which she wasn't supposed to have the son for 2 years. So I could have got her on the same charges.
Which
she got her
still
on.
means at the end of the day, Black, you still would have
Thank
had
you.
to go to
That's what
Pennsylvania.
I'm trying to make, Mecca. Yes, that's the point I'm trying to make, Mecca. Yes.
No, you ain't.
You still would have, at the end of the day, you still would have had to go to Pennsylvania.
Well, what's your favorite word, Queen?
And I
You tryna
realize.
be- Nah, that's a motherfucking lie or something you said. That's a motherfucking lie.
No, Mecca on point. That's the point I was trying to make.
What Mecca is saying is real, but I wouldn't have had to go to PA for the fact that she abandoned the child in New Jersey. That's basically how they're looking at it. Once she
No,
allowed
she
it,
did not abandon the child. According
Did
to
abandon
your
the child when she
statement,
raped-
listen, according to your statement, the mother kidnapped the kid, technically, legally, by law. She kidnapped the kid and brought him to New Jersey.
Right.
So
All right,
you, whatever
that's
happened,
before. Listen, all right, that's before I got. But the grandmother was coming to New Jersey to visit the child. The grandmother wasn't trying to take the child back to Pennsylvania. She got mad that her daughter wouldn't let her see the child. So then she called DIFUS on her daughter. She didn't want, once I got the child, is when her mother wanted the
because
child back.
those are the legal, listen, those are the legal steps that she should have taken.
Right.
Right. So being
To
that she
cover
didn't take
herself.
the legal steps, she could have been brought up on abandonment charges too. Now you get what I'm saying? Because the grandmother didn't do the right thing and report the mother taking the child out of the state, then she could have been brought up on abandonment charges too, because she abandoned her responsibilities. Her
And
responsibility was to
and
take.
according to the court, you
Thank you,
abandoned
Mac.
your responsibility.
Thank
That's
you,
why
No,
the
Mac.
that's not according
grandmother
Thank
to
you,
had
the.
Mac.
black.
That's
Black,
not
stop. Just listen, listen, black. Oh my God,
no.
black,
Mac.
I'm
please
telling
just
you what.
listen.
Thank you, Mac.
Just
So you
listen
gonna
to
tell me
what
what
I'm
you
telling
so
you.
listen, hold on. So y'all gonna tell me my story.
No,
I'm
we're not
telling you the
telling you
court.
story. We're telling you the law. We're not telling you your story. We're
You is.
telling you the
Thank
I'm
law.
telling you what the law. I'm telling you what the law is. Right. I'm telling you what the law stated. I'm telling you everything that they stated. They stated that, Kareem, you could have brought the grandmother up on abandonment charges because she allowed the daughter to take the child from Pennsylvania for 2 years before you got him. She was supposed to report the child being gone from out of the state of Pennsylvania when the mother first took the child.
Okay, so you knew that, right? And you knew that information. Did you do
I
that?
didn't know. I just told you I didn't know no information until she called me and said, "Kareem, come get your son because if you don't,
No.
DIFUS is going to take him."
No, see, you too busy thinking I'm saying something against your story.
No,
I
I'm
need
not.
you
No,
to
no. I'm
hear.
trying to get you to
I need you
understand the
to
story.
hear my question. I need you to hear my question. When you found out that you was able to charge the grandmother with the kidnapping charge and all this
Not
other stuff,
kidnapping,
did
abandonment.
you take
Abandonment.
the initiative to do that?
I told you I did. I went. I was waiting for family court.
And
To
that's how you got custody of your son now.
my son Lavelle. Yeah, I got cut because I knew. Now I knew what I didn't know then. I know now. So I took those procedures, those steps to make sure that I did everything
Okay.
correctly.
Well, then
Then
I
I didn't
salute
know. I
you.
didn't because
You
I
the
was.
father. See, listen, you the prime example of the father that I was talking about, or the missing parent, that you're gonna do whatever you have to do to take to have spend time
Right.
and nurture your kids. Simple as that.
Right. So yeah, like even my son Jalil, I'm still trying to get him. I'm still trying to find this, trying to find a way I can get visitation rights because they said I still have rights to that, but his mother don't. She deleted me from Facebook. It's hard to get in touch with anybody, so I got to go through the system through his name to try to find out where he at. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to do that for the last 2 years.
And how old is he?
He's 15. I got two 15-year-old sons.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy to do. You got his social security number?
It's not. I don't have his social security number. I don't have no paperwork on him at all.
Who got the social security card, the birth certificate? Who has that?
All that is in Pennsylvania with the grandmother.
You know why all that's in
No,
the
no, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. The mother had it in New York when the kids got taken away from her because the grandmother no longer has custody of the kid. Because
Okay, so guess what? Right, because you have custody now. Now, guess what you can do? Because you're the father. You
not
can get a
this one.
copy of
We're
his
not
birth
talking
certificate.
about this one, Mecca. We're not
Listen,
talking about the one I got.
Linda. Now, later for the birth certificate, now you have custody. You are the father. You can get a copy of his birth certificate and his social security card. Cool, Pam. Problem solved.
No, what I'm saying is that not this child that I got. I don't have them problems. We talk about my 15-year-old son, not my 6-year-old. The one
Oh,
I have.
my bad.
That's
My
what I was
bad. I've
trying
been
to tell you.
sipping on that
Listen,
corn.
Linda.
Yeah.
Listen, Linda. I appreciate y'all, man. It's a great conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Compa, stop telling me to drop the goddamn link
Right.
and you not pulling up.
1,000
Nobody
times.
got time for that. In real life, tell them, Empress.
Yeah, like that's right. We dropped it like 1,000 times. He's
Anybody playing?
still talking about some drop a link.
But yeah, that was yeah. My son Lavelle, I got complete custody of him. I got residential and physical custody of him.
That's
And
what's
his
up.
mother don't have no rights because she moved. She moved from New Jersey to Maryland, so she lost all her parental rights once she did that. Now I can travel anywhere I want with him, and she have nothing to say about it. But had she stayed in New Jersey, I would not be able to leave the state of New Jersey with him. But being that she moved out of Jersey first, now I can move anywhere I want with him.
Miss Thing looking over the body.
He had to.
Look at Miss Thing. She said, I know
Say
she.
that. What you say, Mecca?
Miss Thing said, I know she.
Oh, I ain't say no.
Who Miss Thing? Who? He said,
Hey, Empress, cut your shit out.
oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her. I gotta let her land God 7 because she gonna curse me out if I don't.
Damn right she gonna curse you out.
No,
Shut
I'm
your
not.
big
I'm
ass
not even that
eyebrows
kind of person.
Cut your,
I'm not
shut
even
your
that
big ass
kind of person.
eyebrows
I
up.
just
I ain't gotta wait to Friday, Empress. You better chill out. Don't start your shit.
Oh, shit.
Damn, somebody else trying to land something for real.
I
Who
salute
that? Kuba?
y'all brothers because y'all got hard.
Nah, you know what?
The brothers got
I
hard.
just think I don't have the patience I used to have. So, like Lavelle is a piece of work. He's a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's a lot. He's a lot. Raising an autistic child is something that I ain't never experienced, but I'm experiencing it now.
I just gotta stay persistent. So
One more day in this conference season, that's a fact. Tomorrow he got to be nice, but then Friday he can let loose. But he might not even be able to let. Well, we'll find out. We will find out because he can't let loose over here on this show. We don't do that. We don't let loose over here. We don't let loose. We try to stick to a topic or at least have a intelligent conversation, and then you can let loose at the end.
Kuba fell asleep on us? What's Kuba at?
I don't know what Kuba. Kuba ain't said shit. I guess he felt like he wasn't part of the conversation. Kuba, his mic ain't muted. Kuba probably outside.
He looking out the window.
Kuba a big part of his community.
He looking
You know
out
what I'm
the window.
saying? He be out there, he be out there watching over the kids. I ain't mad at him. Watch them kids, Kuba. You ain't gotta say nothing.
Okay.
This was a good one though, bro. I mean, I appreciate your knowledge, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Mecca, you always seem to know what you're talking about anyway.
Nah, she.
Yeah, she always seemed to know what she's talking about. So I ain't never too smart to learn.
Once she know the facts.
Yeah, I just need to know the facts.
Right. She knows.
Yeah, I ain't never too smart to learn.
That's why I said he don't mind. That's why I like. Yeah, I just need to know the facts so that way I need both sides of the story.
Right.
And then that way I can process it and then give a genuine opinion and not a one-sided opinion.
That's right.
No, that's a fact.
Right.
That's a big fact.
Because I'm serious. People when they telling the story, whoever's telling the story, they the victim.
Yeah, you know you gotta make it seem nice.
The other person is the bad guy. They so innocent, they didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And then if you talk to the other person, you be like, what?
It's the same way around. Everybody innocent, right?
Whoever is telling the story is the innocent person.
Yeah.
And that's why I have friends from daycare. I still have my childhood friends. Because you can't come tell me that he did this and he did that, but you're not gonna tell me what you said, what led up to this, and why. Don't come calling me talking about, girl, let me tell you about this nigga. He ain't shit because he such and such and such. And you know what he said to me? Because he said this. Now my next question is gonna be, okay, so what did you say?
Right.
Like this just started, like he just came in and it just blew up like that, and you didn't say nothing.
This me right here. This what type of person I am.
Okay.
This what type of, you feel me? Like I'm a family oriented. That's my daughter right there. I'm a family oriented type of dude. I try not to bring the streets home with me. You know what I'm saying? These my kids.
So P, how many kids you got?
I got 6 kids. This 1, this 2. That's my daughter. That's 3. That's Lavelle right there, and my son Kyer is right there with the guitar. That's 5 of my 6 right there. And this me when I was a baby. I'm holding my little sister.
Yeah, you could tell you was a terror.
I was a terror.
Yeah.
I was a good child. I was hard headed, but I wasn't no bad kid.
Yeah, you was a terror. So look at you.
I heard. I was a good ass kid. I didn't do nothing wrong. Never.
Long as you take care of your
I was never. I thought I knew everything. I didn't know how to shut the fuck up sometimes. So I was hard headed.
Yeah, you still like that. You still got something.
I know what I do know how to do. Oh, all right. That's what I thought. Sit there with that face, because you already know.
Right.
Yeah, right. In real life. In the real life. Man, thanks y'all for coming through, man. We did an hour, almost hour and a half. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Tomorrow we're gonna do this a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? Just you tuned in with the New Jersey, New York connection. That's how we moving from now on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Go subscribe to New Jersey J podcast on the radar. BTV. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't subscribed to me already, like I said, subscribe to me. Empress Cat coming with some content soon. My boy Cuba, always Wax P and El Campo. You know, y'all already know what that's about. Peace.
New Jersey. New York.